put the band together in 2008, and it happened very fast and kind of with this magic around it. I had written a couple songs because I had a broken heart, so I needed to heal. And I called James King, our saxophone player, who I went to college with, and said, "Can you come work on these songs with me?" And immediately we just were working in the studio, and we said, we have to play these songs live. And I said, well, who can we call? Who's an amazing female singer? And he said, I just worked with Noelle. You have to call her. Called her, called a couple of the other guys, and literally a week later we were in the rehearsal room playing. We played one rehearsal, and we went out and did a show, and kind of have not stopped playing live since then.
Literally. Like 7 years later.
We don't gotta work it out, 'cause no one's gonna tell you where to find me.
Our voices blended very quickly together. I've been touring for quite some time, and so have the other guys in the band, and you kind of just know energy immediately. You know if something's gonna work or not. And you know, that one rehearsal, we just kind of knew it was, you know, gonna happen, you know.
It was destiny.
That's it. It's true.
I think we definitely set out on a mission, especially on the first record, to try and make a full sound that was gonna make you dance your butt off live, but do it without guitars. And it just developed as sort of our signature sound in the way we did things, and it really created a nice pocket for the vocals and put extra emphasis on the bass and drums and what the saxophone was doing. And it just really let us develop our own unique style, I think.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't even notice that there's no guitar on the songs until, you know, they actually see us live and they realize that it's not there. More than just a dream, we didn't allow ourselves to be stuck in a box in any way, you know, so we were like, cool, if this song calls for a guitar, let's just go ahead and put it on there. And it ended up on Spark. Yeah, ended up on Spark and maybe one other song. But, you know, we're still the same band, you know. James is so talented in the way that he can actually be a multi-instrumentalist and really get it, and he's amazing at, you know, compositions and stuff, so it just kind of worked to have him go for it.
I think it just all came from a desire to find authenticity. And for me as a singer, it was the first time that I felt like I'd really found my voice as a singer. We're all huge lovers of soul music, especially from the 60s. We also all love 80s music. So we were just always trying to find our own hybrid mishmash, putting together these different styles from the 60s, the 80s, from today, really trying to create a cross-genre sound that still feels heartfelt and authentic.
Yeah, a lot of the songs are, you know, I would say kind of pop-oriented in the way that they have a longevity. You know, they're really easy to digest for the listener, but still very clever in the approach. You know, you think about Michael Jackson and, you know, how his songs have stood the test of time. He's like one of the one of the greats, the Beatles, you know. So we just always really wanted to hone into what Fitz and the Tantrums would be with all of our inspirations, you know, because it's really hard to just have one and focus on it.
One of the main things for us was this word of mouth, where we were playing shows and people would come see us and then they would tell their friends in another city, I just saw the best live performance of my life, this band called Fitz And The Tantrums, go see them. And it was really that word of mouth and that use of the internet spreading the word about us that helped us in the early days spread and build a real fan base.
Yeah, and if you think about how you can cross the world with your music, you know, this is the day and age where people don't really buy records. They're able to kind of stream and buy a package and, you know, are able to kind of search for all types of music, you know, so it's such a really cool thing. I mean, you know, we came from the era of like CDs and cassette tapes and stuff like that. I'm not trying to like age myself too much, but that was it. You know, you would make a mixtape and give it to your friend, and that's how, you know, music spread around. And now it's like literally sending a link, and here you go. I still have a CD player in my car, so.
What's up, Fitz And The Thank you everybody so much for coming out tonight and hanging out with us in Congos. Thank you so much, everybody.